The biggest lessons I've learned in my life are here. Through different topics, I'm going to inspire and motivate you to reach your success and your dreams. I'm so grateful that you're here on Journey to Success. So let's enjoy my next episode together. Hi guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success and welcome. Today we're going to talk about this new book and I'm sure you know what I'm going to talk about it. So the name of the book is The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. And this book has been written in the 1990s. Now, as I said, for sure, most of you know about the 5 love languages, but it's interesting. It comes from an old book. I mean, 90, we're talking about, 24 years ago. And I cannot wait to show you what I learned. And I'm very grateful to share this valuable topic with you. It's very interesting because I was a little bit in doubt to study this summary because I was thinking, right, hey, just a moment, journey to success. I mean, okay, maybe it's not a match. But then I was thinking, okay, just a moment, but journey to success, I mean, for me, journey to success means get the financial freedom, right? Get the financial freedom and learn as much as I can to give you the right value and put a mark in this world, and be good. Basically, that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to achieve in my life. Maybe for someone else is reaching a bunch of money, want to become super rich, and it's okay like that. But maybe for someone else, reaching success is just understand the partner. Because let's be honest, it's very hard, especially in our days, live forever in a relationship, right? And we always like to achieve the final love, something that is gonna give us that feeling. And that way to think that our partner is our true love, because at the end you are gonna live forever with your lover, and that's part of success. So I say, okay, just a moment. Honestly, yes, it's a journey to success, definitely. And then I say to myself, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's study a little bit. My fiance always talks about this 5 love language, and I don't know if I was so much interested about it. And I read the summary and I liked it. Something I would like to share with you. And let's start. So, before to talk about the 5 love languages, I would like to share with you what Gary Chapman says. So he says that strong relationships can last when both partners understand each other's love language. And how can you understand that? Via 5 type of languages. The first one is affirmation. The second is acts of service. The third one is receiving gifts. The fourth one is quality time. And the fifth one and last is physical touch. Now, before to talk about each of them, there's a part that I would like to talk with you, and is how to express love, because of course when we're talking about this language, first you have to know how to express generally love, right? And something that he mentioned is the forgiveness. So how to forgive. So forgiveness is one of the way to love someone, because when your partner makes some mistake, right? It's just an example. It makes a mistake, and then she realizes about the mistake, and they apologize with you. Well, when they apologize, the other side has only two options. The first option is revenge, or especially justice. So one apologize, but the other person is so angry that he just wants to scream back, say, no, I don't accept this, I don't like this, what did you do, blah, blah, blah. That's a justice behavior. The problem with the justice behavior is that you don't build kindness, you don't build love. The other one is forgiveness. So where you forgive, then you are more kind with each other, and you are building a certain love. All right, a certain kindness, certain way to love the partners, because you also understand at a certain point that he's apologizing with you, and evidently there is that learning process that the other side is still approaching, and you have to embrace the fact that someone is learning from his or her mistake. And that's very nice, because my partner and I, we were very nice couple. I mean, we're so cute. But of course, sometimes there is something that can challenge us, right? Like all the relationship, all the couples. And there was a couple of months that we were not so much kind with each other anymore because of external reasons, external problems, and nothing to be worried about it. I mean, we are strong. Fortunately, we believe in strong relationship. That's who we are. But it was a little bit challenging, and what we promised with each other after a while, we say, no, that's too much. We have to be more kind with ourselves, because if we start to look for justice, then you don't build kindness. You don't build back the same love that we used to have, we used to receive, and that worked. And I'm actually surprised, because when I start to read the summary, it's a summary from Story Shots. It's a free app. I advise you guys. Very, very good app. But when I read the summary, right, then I was thinking about this episode that came up before this study. And it's nice to see some confirmation, right, from someone who understands how to love the partner. And so forgiveness is absolutely something that you have to embrace. And what he say also is that love is a human need. Love is a human need. Doesn't matter the culture, doesn't matter which kind of religion you are right now. Love is part of you. Love is part we are looking for. Love is such powerful feeling, and it's something that we want close by so far forever, so embrace it, love, because love is part of us. It looks something discounted, yeah, but it's not. So how can you build this love via communication? So for Gary Chapman, communication is the solution to relationship. we live different phases in our life. There is the honeymoon phase, and that doesn't last forever, of course. Then there is that phase where you like to be always with your partner. Also, that phase lasts longer than the honey phase, but at the end, can also disappear after a while. So the phase that can last forever, the phase that can that you can build and improve with your partner, is the communication one. Try to communicate with your partner, talk with your partner. Of course, we're human beings. Of course, it cannot. You cannot always force yourself to talk with your partner about problems, right? But you have to try. Something that I like to advise, something that my partner and I do most of the times when we fight, is try to communicate, discuss within a day. So we always try to not sleep with that feeling, with that anger, with that disappointment, with that displeasure, because that's what we're talking about when we fight, and when human being fights. So we always try to fix within a day. Of course, the word fix, maybe now I'm generalizing, because it depends also the gravity of the fight, very enough. But anyway, we try always to say a kind word and something, sometimes also spiraling, sometimes also go in a circle, but it's better than be quiet and they sleeping, one from a side, the other lover from the other one. It's just too much sad. And it can escalate also on the next day and the day after. Too much bad. It's awful. It's too much bad. So, as I said, we're human beings. We try to do our best. Of course, we cannot act in this way always, but we have to try to do our best to forgive, to have just some talk when someone fights, and communication is very important. And finally, we're going to talk about the 5 languages. So, understand your partner love language. What are them? Let's talk about it. First one, affirmation. So express love via affirmation. And here there is a beautiful example that I would like to express. Okay, let's say that your wife, she say to you to paint the wall. Okay, now don't be focused on the wife or the man factor. That's not what we are talking about. I'm not blaming anyone, okay? Just be focused on the example itself. That's very important. So it can be the wife, can be the man. It can be the man that asks to the wife to paint the wall because, I don't know, the man, maybe the rule is different in that house. It's possible, yeah. It's possible that maybe the man is focused on something else and the wife is more than, let's say, the man of the house, yeah, but I don't really want to put rule here, especially now, 2024. There are not, and we shouldn't put rules anymore. I really think we are equal, and it depends where you are comfortable. I don't want to put any label, any particular label. Anyway, let's go forward. So, going back to the wife. So let's say that your wife is say to you to do the wall, to paint the wall. But you are much tired, you work so much, 10 hours per day, then you have children as well, and you pick up the children from the school, blah, blah, blah. You just want to rest. It's not that you don't have time. Maybe you have time, but you want that time to rest. Okay. Well, your wife is not happy. Your wife is not happy, and she's gonna say to you, yeah, you don't do so much in the house, you are not that good, and I asked you this 5 months ago, it's still there. And then maybe she talks with her friends, right? Yeah, my husband, it doesn't do anything in the house. And maybe you hear that, so much bad. You hear that, and the wife cannot expect that the man paint the wall, especially if the love language of the man is affirmation. When is affirmation, right? When the love language of the partner of someone is affirmation, is heavier. The words are heavier than other people with different love languages. So it's better if the wife understand and appreciate the work of the man and says, well, I understand that you are tired, I understand you took the children, I understand how much you do in the house, I understand everything. And it's also better if the wife, when she talks with the friends, talks in a positive way about the husband. And the husband, of course, same husband here. The positive words, of course, I'm making this super crazy example, but hey, it can happen, And the point is that within... There was a test here from Gary Chapman. It's something that happened to a couple, and Gary Chapman said that within 3 weeks, without hear anything anymore from the wife, because the wife was more kind to him, within 2-3 weeks, he finally painted the wall. Okay, affirmation. First love language. Second love language, quality time. Here I would like to read what Gary Chapman say in a book. So he say, camp out in the living room. Spread your blankets and pillow on the floor. Get your Pepsi and popcorn. Pretend the TV is broken. And talk like you used to when you were dating. Talk till the sun comes up or something else happens. If the floor gets too hard, go back upstairs and go to the bed. You won't forget this evening. Gary Chapman. In the modern age, we all tend to get distracted by technology. That's the reality. It's nice to have Before we go through, if you're enjoying this podcast, please consider taking just 3 seconds to share it with someone else. It is a small gesture that could make a big difference in someone's day. Now, sit back and enjoy the rest of the episode. The right quality time with your partner, of course, if the love language is quality time in your case. It's beautiful to have a quality time in this case, and don't be distracted from external situation as a technology, or maybe talking too much about your job, and dedicate the right time to your partner. My partner and I, if I done wrong, because we still have to figure out, I think she knows better than me in this case, but I think our first love language is actually the quality time. So we like to spend the quality time together. I'm gonna make an example now for you, right? That's very interesting. So there is another love language is the acts of service. Okay, we go later with the acts of service, but it's very funny because if I clean, acts of service is literally, clean the house or do something pleasurable for the other one, because maybe from your partner it's a little bit unpleasurable, right? So if I clean the house or I do something in the house, she's not that impressed. And I have to say, even myself, if she does the laundry or something, right? I'm not that. It's not that I'm not impressed or something. I just cannot see. I cannot see through. She used to get angry also sometimes. Just I couldn't see through, truly. But the funny thing is that if one of us organize some good quality appointment, right, quality date, or some way to bond together, then we are super grateful and we're super happy. I remember when I organized this sushi to celebrate with the house and celebrate about the new house, and then I took the glasses and I prepared everything on the table. I also made a cake from a package, but still she appreciated, right? And very nice. And also something that she said to me, that she would like to spend a good quality time with me, sharing it's not really sharing. Basically, what she wants to do is paint. So just take an hour to paint, and then exchange our paints and continue with the previous paint. Okay, so also this is a beautiful idea. I love it. Cannot wait to do. And this is a way to bond, to spend quality time. Another thing that she proposed to do most of the times, it was to cook together, because when you cook together you bond and you spend more quality time. It has not to be that big. It has not to be that big, but you can understand that when you spend quality time, if your love language is quality time, then you feel more loved. And it's the same for the expressing love via affirmation, right? If the love language in that case is the affirmation, is interesting how you can feel love through words. It's just beautiful. Third love language: surprise your partner with gift. There is not so much to say here, and just someone likes to receive gifts. But the person who likes to receive gift, it can be also a humble person. It doesn't matter if the gift is expensive or not, as much as comes from true love. And something that he used to say, it is the thought that count. I know that this is a typical phrase, right? But it's true. If something comes from your heart, then it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if the present is big or small, if it's expensive or small. I mean, we have not to act like a notebook about the guy that used to make the house for the girl or the handcrafted boat. I mean, we have not to go there. So no worries about it. Fourth point, acts of service. So act of service, do useful things. So, we said before about it, right? First of all, you have to go out from your box. I mean, we're not talking about this is something that he say in the book. Willing to go out of the box when we talk about traditional gender rules. That is the example that I did before, right? If I clean let's say my partner is, let's say the love language of my partner was act of service. Okay, it means that every time I take the lead to clean the house, she would appreciate more than anyone else. It's not that she doesn't appreciate, because of course she appreciates the work that I do if I clean the house, but maybe takes a little bit more time than a person who really loves really loves this. So it's act of service. It's very particular love language, because it's not about the gender first of all. It's more about the fact that you are doing something that for someone else is unpleasurable. Okay, let's say that it's not the case still. Let's say that my woman is not a woman who likes to cook, and but let's say I'm the one who can cook. Then if I cook for her, it's gonna be just 10 times more pleasurable for someone else who has a different love language. Okay, so very easy. We made also the example, the previous example before in the quality time. Just understand if your woman really appreciate what you do in the house or outside or for her, etc., etc. So in the end, we have a physical touch. Well, physical touch, I mean, we're talking about kissing, hold the hands, and embracing sexual intercourse. And we always need physical touch, all of us, but someone more than anyone. So appreciate this, and of course, if your partner loves to to have more touch than anyone else, and also in this case, the partner is gonna feel loved than any other person with the rest of the love language. All right. How to identify your own primary love language? How to do? First, ask yourself what you most often request from your partner. Second, consider what comes to mind when you want to feel genuinely appreciated. Third, identify your love language by thinking of times where your partner's behavior have hurt you. This is very nice. When someone hurt us, it's such strong feeling, right? And I'm sure you can understand straight away if that feeling it comes because there is in your case there is a lack of love. Fourth point: try to remember how your how your parents or lovers helped you feel loved while you were growing up. Also, this is very interesting. And this, guys, this is how you can achieve success in your relationship. There is, before I leave you, there is this last sentence from Gary Chapman. He says, love can be expressed and received in all 5 languages. However, if you don't speak a person's primal love, that person will not feel loved, even though you may be speaking the other 4. Once you are speaking his or her primary love language fluently, then you can sprinkle in the other 4. And then will be like icing on the cake. Gary Chapman. Cool. Thank you guys for being here on Journey to Success, and see you on the next episode. Cheers. Here we are. Congratulations. You just finished my entire episode. So, the only thing I ask is to take a moment to give Journey to Success a rating. By the way, thank you so much for being here on Journey to Success. I'm very grateful. Thank you, and see you next time.